Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a cook with me video for tacos, and this is something that we eat a lot. We eat this probably 2, sometimes 3 times a week. We just love eating tacos. So it's a super simple recipe. I use the cheapest of the cheapest ingredients. It's super cheap to make, and my whole family loves it. Even Bella will sit and eat the taco meat. So we just love making it in this house. I put in 2 pounds of ground beef, garlic and onion powder, some salt and pepper, and then I have some Arkansas Razorback dry rub seasoning that we love a lot, that I like to put on a lot of our meat whenever I cook. It just gives it a really good flavor. So that's what I put just to brown the meat, and then while the meat's browning, I let it sit, and I chop up my cilantro and my jalapenos. And for my jalapenos, whenever I cut them up, I make sure to take out the membranes and the seeds. And a really easy way to do that is just to cut the very top off and run your knife along the membranes on the inside, and it should just come right out, all of the stuff. And then I'll rinse it out with water a little bit just to get any extra seeds and residue off, and then I cut them up. And then I wash my hands afterwards because it hurts if you get that stuff in your eyeballs. So I got all the seasonings mixed in, I got my meat chopped up a little bit, and I just let it sit for just a second to start browning. And you're going to see Judd in the background. Today was one of his first days off, so he's playing games and relaxing a little bit while I'm cooking, and Bella's running around in the living room playing. So you see me cut that top off of that jalapeno, and you run that knife all the way around in a circle, and that thing just falls right out. I took it over to my disposer in my sink. And then you just cut it up. I always cut it into strips first and then chop it up, but everybody cuts up everything different, so just however you like to do it. Now I love cilantro. I can eat cilantro on literally anything. I know that looks like a lot of cilantro, but man, I could just sit and eat it raw just by itself. I'm the same way with raw onions. I love raw onions, but I didn't pick any up from the store. I normally like to put jalapenos, onions, and cilantro on my tacos when I make them at home, and sometimes some homemade salsa. Oh my goodness. But all of this is for me. Jed doesn't like jalapenos or cilantro, so everything that you see me cutting up goes on my tacos. I have to chop up our meat pretty fine because since Bella eats it, if she gets a big piece of meat, she will throw it onto the floor. She will not sit and chew it. She likes the little pieces of meat, so I have to chop it up pretty fine. And what you saw me doing over there is pouring my drink from my Sonic cup into a regular cup so that I could use my Sonic cup to pour the grease in from the browning of the hamburger meat. because I don't like to just put it down my sink, but I also don't like using my regular cups because it's so hard to get out of your cups. So I don't save our hamburger meat grease, but if I ever cook bacon, I save our bacon grease. That bag that I just put in the fridge has about 10 more jalapenos in it because I like to eat it with, gosh, everything. I eat jalapenos on my sandwiches, on my hot dogs, on tacos. I eat them on my hamburgers. I love them. I'll put them in my spaghetti with my spaghetti meat, and it's delicious. That's like the best. And here you're going to see me pouring all that grease out. Yes, I know I dropped some pieces of meat. It kills me every single time I do that. But I don't know any other way to be able to get the grease out without dropping a couple of pieces. So it's okay, but it does always break my heart when I see those pieces of meat falling out. And now I'm adding water for the taco seasoning. Since it is 2 pounds of meat, each taco seasoning packet is for 1 pound. So you have to use 2 packets of the taco seasoning or it just won't taste the same. And I've been just using these El Cheapo taco seasoning packets, and honestly, I like them better than the name brand. So, everybody's different. I think these were like 48 cents at Walmart. Something super crazy. So I've just been buying those, and since we eat them so much, whenever I go shopping, I normally get like 6 or 7 of them and just keep them in my cabinet until I need them. But we have really been loving them. It has a really good flavor for a seasoning so cheap. Now I'm moving my cilantro and jalapeno off to the side so that I can put a new frying pan up there to start toasting our tortillas. Whenever Jed makes his, he likes to just put them in the microwave, but I love having toasted tortillas. I think it's because my mom always did that for me, but I love just sticking them in the frying pan and letting them get a little crispy around the edges. So good. I think it's so much better than putting them in the microwave and then getting a little soggy. I went ahead and got his plate ready. It's behind the camera. And as soon as his tortilla gets done, I start making his first taco. He loves having meat and cheese on his, but he doesn't eat any of the other stuff that I like on it, and I don't like cheese. So he eats cheese only on his, and I just eat the meat, cilantro, and jalapenos on mine. But I like to go ahead and start making them one at a time as soon as the taco meat's done, so that as soon as his plate's ready, I can take it to him and start working on mine. I make sure to give him his first, and then get the baby's stuff ready, and then get my stuff ready. what I use on his tacos. It's just like a regular, just like a Mexican blend of Colby and Monterey Jack cheese. I don't like cheese, but he says it's pretty good, so that's what I normally get. We get just the finely shredded. Sometimes I will eat like some lunch meat on a plate with some shredded cheese in the middle and some mustard. I know it sounds gross, but sometimes I try and cut out some bread out of my diet, and I'll eat just the lunch meat, shredded cheese, and mustard, and it's pretty good. It's a good way just to cut out a little bit of bread. So I finally got his stuff ready and started on mine. Bella was chasing me around and trying to get food for me, so I was trying to take care of her, and Jed's going to get her clothes off and get her in the high chair, and I take his food over to his chair for him. So as y'all can see, I do put a lot of stuff in my tacos. I use a lot of that cilantro and a lot of that jalapeno. And I did rub my eyes afterwards after I did this because I forgot to wash my hands. I had to go to Walmart later and my entire eye was swollen because I had rubbed jalapeno in it. And that's just a mistake that you try not to make twice. So always wash your hands after handling jalapenos. They hurt. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.